What's up, Samurai? We are back again for some more Valorant. Well, how should I do it? Let's try and figure out an intro right here, right now. That this could possibly be making history right here, or maybe it'll just go to the air gods. Back again for some more Valorant. Yeah, that's a totally original intro, right? Or should I just call it Cube World? Cube World, I'm sorry. Okay, so I've been a little bit busy, as you can see with my skill points and stuff. Basically, I had one of my buddies start playing this game, and I think that's where things started to really click for me. Not only just because of the multiplayer actually being way more fun than playing single player, but even so, I just couldn't help but grind some of the stuff in the starting area here. And I want to kind of relay all of that information to you guys and gals before we end up going out and adventuring. So first and foremost, the weapon crafting. I've kind of figured it out. If we interact with the crafting bench, go to our weapons and then modular weapon, we can actually see that we can put two components in here to ultimately craft our own weapon. So if I take the medium bow grip, and you can see right here, this would be how I could craft a weapon. I'm assuming that this becomes a lot more prevalent later on in the game with better resources, because as of right now, what I would craft is garbage. I did end up finding an ironwood short bow off of a merchant. I didn't find it off of a drop or anything, as well as some of my armor. As you can see, I've slowly been accumulating over, from mobs and just merchants and stuff like that. Now, if we can find ourselves a merchant, hi, happy face guy. What I really want to find is some tools. So the main tool that I know I'm missing and I just can't seem to find it, I assume a merchant sells it, unless I have to craft it myself, but a pickaxe. That's the big thing that we're missing right now, because, oh, hello. I think he's trying to trade with that merchant, not me. If I can get my hands on a pickaxe, I really need one, because I found ore out in the world. I just can't harvest it. And I think that that's the next big thing that we need before we can actually start, progressing some of this stuff, like crafting better gear and junk would probably end up requiring, an actual pickaxe and junk. Let me see, actually, can I just make one myself? Okay, leather strips, which we don't. I might be able to forge that. My stones I did already trade. So the leather strips I'm going to have to get from some mobs, and then we can just craft that ourselves. We'll see whether or not we make ourselves a stone pickaxe. It barely even looks like a pickaxe. Wait a minute. Just a moment. Let me finish. No, shut up. Let me trade with you. Okay, that explains why there's so many merchants in town, because I guess they have a limited amount. Like they can only trade with like one person at a time or something. It looks like somebody already dumped all their stuff here. Oh, the other thing too is you'll see that we are rich now, because cotton is one of the easiest resources that I've been able to continuously farm, and they're worth like 20 gold each. Like, it's pretty crazy. Also, you'll probably notice that I did turn the graphics to potato mode. More so, I turned the reflective surface on water and stuff to potato mode. You guys let me know in the comments whether or not you prefer it like this or not. Personally speaking, I find it's a lot easier to see stuff without all those fancy graphical effects in the way of our screen. You know what I mean? The other thing too is we can end up diving, I noticed. So at least on mouse and keyboard, if I hold shift, we'll dive, and then hold spacebar to kind of pop ourselves out of the water and become buoyant. You can also get some stuff out of trees. So you can see like there's an apple right there that I was able to cheese it. I was able to cheese that, and I've been getting honey and all sorts of just random resources and junk like around the environment. This area seems to be pretty dang good for finding these geckos, which obviously, money's money, right? One thing I did notice with this game though is I don't think it has like 5D sound or whatever, or 3D sounds. So basically, if there was a gecko over there, whoa, what was that? Was that a player? Dude, if there was a gecko over there, I would just hear its sound nearby. And then if I went over here, it would just get quieter. And if I went over here, it would get louder. But there's no like directional audio. So I find it really, really hard to hunt based on sound. So there's a bat right there. I guess I should show you guys just how bad it is fighting air enemies. Thank God I could one-shot it. They basically just go up in your face and just start going up and down and up and down. And there's nothing you can do about it, man. It's really, really difficult to deal with them. I might also turn the setting off that auto zooms when we're aiming down our, like, doing our special shot. Just because it's very distracting when I'm in the middle of combat. Trying not to let it get the better of me. But you can see like just how easy it is to like farm around here. I'm actually one-shotting some of these enemies now. Right over there, you can see right on the other side of that hill, maybe YouTube degradation is kind of ruining it. But all of these white plants over here, which is just to the left of Abermawr, these are all cotton. So I hope that cotton doesn't get nerfed because it is a really, really good resource for me in terms of farming. I don't think I would have any gold if I didn't have them. Oh, there we go. Nice. But anyways, I was waiting for you guys before we ended up. I can gather this later. It always respawns. I was waiting for you guys before I ended up going into our skill tree. So I do have one of our abilities, which is basically a shotgun attack, which is pretty cool. Albeit I don't know how useful it will ever end up being. But I think for the meantime, I'm probably just going to get the increased charging speed and then the increased damage. Damage, I think, is kind of the one top priority. Oh, I didn't know it was going to scale my skill points. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was sitting here thinking, huh, I could get like this whole skill tree. I guess not. Increase the rate at which you charge the attack or knock enemies back. Yeah, that seems like the next logical conclusion because when I'm fighting enemies that are tankier and more specifically enemies that are faster, I can't do anything. They just get up in my face and I have no means of stun locking them or knocking them back or anything. Like, oh, this guy's gonna be easy actually. You know what? Shotgun. Oh my God. Okay, shotgun's really good if I actually get the shot off. Also, this is hilarious, but water is your friend as a ranged character because creatures in the water can barely move, but then on top of that, if I shoot my arrow, it stays buoyant and it will actually continue traveling all the way to the other side of the stream before it comes in contact with a physical entity, and then it stops. But until then, it keeps traveling. So what I ended up doing was I was doing this and basically I was doing this to fish because I just use it like I shoot my arrows out as if it's a net, just slowly covering all of the water. And you can see like they're slowly just spreading out and potentially if they hit anything, well, GG, that is an ogre. It looks like someone's trying to beat it with fireball, but is not very good at it. I'm just gonna show you guys how powerful water can be. Just because look at this. Like he's really, really tanky, but it don't matter because he's stuck in the water, son. I mean, it also helps that he's like distracted by the merchant, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I also really wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was really cool. This cave right here is where that troll normally spawns. I think it's hilarious that he came up to the surface. Which means that if I'm careful, he shouldn't be in here anymore because we killed him, which means that I can come down here and reap the spoils. So sometimes there will be chests down here that can spawn, and it seems like chests drop random loot. I don't know how to open gold chests. So you can see that I ended up getting like a bronze axe, which is actually garbage for me. But here's a common locked gold chest. I don't know where to get keys. So if one of you guys sounds off in the comments, that would be great. But, you know, you can use this kind of as a really easy starting area because usually the ogre spawns in that corner. And so long as you're careful, he'll stay stuck there. Honestly, like, I low-key hope that the devs aren't watching and gonna fix all this stuff because I'm all for the cheese. Because if we don't have the cheese, these things suddenly become exponentially harder to deal with. Like, there's a lot of enemies that I've already fought that I cannot take on, right? So you can see anyways, going back to our example about the graphics, you can see the water looks absolutely atrocious. So I'll turn the water up right now just to show you guys. Is it the reflection? Yeah, there we go. So I can turn the reflection and I can turn the fluid up high. Do you guys prefer this? The other option is, as you can see, like the fluid and the reflection are two separate things. So if I turn the reflections low, I think it looks a little bit better this way. Like, the reflections are cool and everything, but they definitely have their issues. And you can see those enemies over there pretty easily, right? But maybe you don't see that enemy over there super duper easy. So just to show you guys again an example of why I'm playing it with low settings, bam. Oh, I actually can't see that enemy over there. Okay, so maybe it is good to actually have the translucent fluid rendering at high, but then the reflection's off. You guys let me know what you think looks better in the comments. I don't care. Like, it really doesn't matter to me. Also, here's some of that ore that we can't actually harvest. So hopefully we can get enough raw hide today to do it. Oh God, okay, I'm actually gonna turn the water off, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was gonna deal with frame issues over here, probably because I have my draw distance and every other setting like completely maxed out, which to me is much more important than having pretty shiny water. Like, it's like Minecraft shaders, you know, like I don't really care. I'm also kind of getting used to the fact like where our cursor is on our character, but it's still not my absolute favorite because I find that some of my shots are a little bit inaccurate. But I mean, that could just be me. Let's shotgun him in the face. Bam. Okay, that's actually really good. Like, that deals a lot more damage than I thought. Die, beaver. Yeah, go back to Canada, you scrub. And oh, it requires 40 power in order to use that ability. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, this is just kind of showing you guys the example of basically I haven't done much. Like, it might seem like I've done a lot since the last episode, but I've basically just been going up and down the stream like this, annihilating everything in my path. And except for crocodiles, they basically just destroy me. What is that? I've been annihilating everything and basically just been slowly leveling up that way. Okay, is this evil? Kelpie, are you a pet? Can I finally get you as a mount? Hello. Hey, bro. Bro, it's a horse. How do I tame? Okay, so I just looked up, and apparently in order to mount this thing, all we need is a collar, but it does require us to do some mining and get a ruby and stuff like that. So instead, I'm just gonna shotgun him in the face. That was such a cool creature too. Oh, I would love to have that guy as a mount. One day, gamers, one day we'll be able to get our hands on a mount. But in the meantime, I really need to get my hands on a pick. Oh, hey, here's a prime example, by the way, of these stupid speedy fish. I hate these creatures so much. They're so fast, it's ridiculous. So our shotgun attack's good, but as you can see, they kind of just stay at a distance. And, well, most of them anyways. So far, actually, we got really, really lucky there. My shotgun really made fishing a lot easier. It's like fishing with dynamite. Otherwise, normally I could never hit those guys. Like, they would just fly around the water and there was nothing I could do. Oh my God, the knockback stacks with all of my arrows. Bruh. So if I hit him with all my arrows, like the shotgun attack, oh, hit him. Oh, hit him. No, he moved last second. Yeah, basically I hit that creature with like all 5 of my arrows and it knocked him back quite a bit. So that's really nice. Okay, let's see if, can we get more knockback yet? No, we only have 1 SP. Increases how fast you can shuffle while charging the attack. Okay, shuffle meaning like moving around. So we would basically increase our movement speed while we are aiming down our reticle. So what I'm gonna do right now, gamers, is I'm gonna hopefully be able to, oh, you know what? I was just gonna say I was gonna head back to town and see if we could actually craft ourselves a pick. I forgot we need rocks. That was the main resource that we're missing right now. Let me get this cotton and then see you guys on the other side of the lake and see if we can find some rocks today. Die. Oh, I missed. Really? Well, I got the other one at least. Oh my god, beautiful. There we go. So we leveled up our bow. Now we can get even more knockback, which to me seems like a really important skill. Like that's probably gonna be really, really nice for when we're dealing with much stronger mobs. Okay, unfortunately, I haven't really kept track of where stones spawn. So I don't really know if I need to find them out in the field here, or maybe we find them on the other side of the lake. There's all sorts of passive abilities very similar to Cube World, by the way, that we could work on, where we would like shotgunned, where we'd be able to swim faster, climb faster, or more particularly drain less stamina when we're climbing and junk. Watch this, shotgun, and then boop, look at those arrows just travel. Also, that fox literally just set himself on fire. That's hilarious. Die. Duck! Do it! Do it! Do the shotgun! Bam! I knocked his meat back, dude! It's beautiful. So yeah, going over there and just going under the bridge, that's where the crocodiles start showing up. There is piranha, which are difficult to farm just because they run around so gosh darn much. But yeah, I wonder whether or not, can we buy rocks, actually? I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted by all of this cotton, but it's money, man. It's money in the bag. As of right now, with this series, I am deciding to make, like, less is more, right? So I'm doing less cuts. Oh, hi, Merc. You can buy the Oh, hi, Merc shirts down in the description below. I'm looking to make less cuts for the time being. And then the further we get along in the game, eventually then it'll be, you know, once everybody knows, like, oh, this is, I'm going on a cotton run kind of thing, then it becomes a lot less interesting. But the thing too, there's rocks. The thing is that with these resources, like even early on, this would be something that I should cut out of the video, but I just want to be like fully transparent with you guys that in the past, when I've decided to make cuts like that, I know that generally speaking, most of you watching would actually prefer the more authentic experience. And then this way we get to hear all of the beautiful music and just get to see the adventure together all the way through. You know what I mean? Needs pickaxe. Dang it. So that's why for the time being, I've decided against, look at, he's so cute. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, he's gone. Wait, stay still. Yeah, thanks, you idiot. For the time being, we're gonna include like most of this stuff. More rocks. Okay, I hope that stones count as rocks because so help me. Thankfully, it all seems to be pretty easy, like for managing this area. Honey! There we go. Like this starting area, it seems like, okay, the left side of the creek has all of that crap. The right side has this other stuff, you know? I'm trying to get a nice angle so that I could just grab that. Squirrel! Come here, you. Come here. Shotgun. It's a squirrel, dude. Like, what is wrong with my guy? Okay, that's Tin. Tin looks absurdly close. A raccoon! Get out of my garbage, bro. The tin looks absurdly close to stone. Whoa. Hey, bro. Trade, like I got anything of interest for you. I mean, maybe you do. What about the clothes on your back? Like that would probably be very nice. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna make a cut this time. And within reason, at the very least, right? Like you guys just saw me pick cotton. Why would I do it again? But it's just, it's money. So much money. Okay, where's some stones, dude? What is that? Is that an albatross or something? A goose! Nobody likes geese. I'm making a joke, but at the same time, like geese are mean, dude. Like in real life, they just like they hiss at you and everything. And it's just like, what is your problem, you stupid animal? I wonder if there is an option in the graphics where I would be able to turn the grass off while keeping entities that I can collect on. Because the only thing that I'm still struggling with in this game at the moment is that I don't know what resources I can and can't gather. So it's like, okay, cotton's super duper easy. I get it. Sometimes I'll see a rock and I just kind of got to go up to it and hope that it works. But for the most part, there's a lot of grass. And then on top of the grass, there's also twigs and stuff that sometimes looks very, very similar. So I don't know. I mean, honestly, maybe we have enough rocks. Where's our rocks? Stones 4. We might be okay, so long as it wasn't like pebbles. Like maybe it was some other type of resource. I also don't know if there's a fast travel in this game. I would hope that there is, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see how this works. So the stone pickaxe requires 2 leather. That's what I'm missing. And a craftsman hammer. Okay. So I gotta find that first. Let's see if we can make the leather, which would make sense on the tanning rack. Simple leather? It says leather strips. There it is. So leather strips requires simple leather. That's kind of funny. So let's grab that. And then this is it a 1-for-1 or did we just get 3? Let's see. Oh, we can make the craftsman hammer with twigs and stone. No, it takes my twigs and stone. Okay, so that did end up actually giving me a lot of the leather strips. Like it gave me 3, so 1 by 3. Crap. Dismantle. Interesting. I guess I can dismantle the materials. All right, well, we'll craft the hammer. And now we still need 2 more stone. There we go. Okay, so what I'm basically just doing right now is I'm zooming the camera out like a crazy person. And then you can actually see the rocks a lot easier than I thought. Or at least some of them. Especially on this terrain because there's like nothing in the way. But like I saw a tiny little gray thing over here and it's like, oh, there's stones. Oh man, we got Northern Lights too. We don't even need Chronicles Trove mod for that. The game's just already got it at base value. That's funny. So I did also notice this guy, the moose, which this might be a mistake, but oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, he hurts so much, but I scared him. Yeah. Okay, at first I hated the fact that the enemies tried to run away from you when you fight them, but it does come in clutch when when they're about to kill me. Oh, hey, we can already just make this? I still got more leather strips? Interesting. Okay, let's see. Do I have to have this like here? Does that count as like being on my character? And I can just use this and mine ore now? Dude, I can't help myself. I can't help myself. Like, I just need to go and check if we can mine the ore, but I saw cotton and it's like, dude, this is like terrible for me, this game, because this is like Trove. Like I'm just addicted to hoarding all of the resources that I possibly can, even though I don't need them. I think it was over here, right? Like I don't have this place completely memorized yet. Oh, there's some, well, that's stones and then there's some copper, so. Oh, tin, needs pickaxe. Okay. So do I have to put it in my offhand then? Or do I gotta put it on my hot bar? How do I actually use this weapon? Because the game's not telling me. Okay, tab. Oh, do I just attack it? Oh, and it gives XP. Whoa, okay, that's pretty cool. I totally thought I would just press E on it and you would just gather it, but I like that way better, actually. That's neat. I wonder whether or not I need a better pick for rubies, because apparently, as I mentioned earlier, they're used to craft saddles so that we could, you know, get our hands on a mount, which to me is like one of the top priorities in these games, just because I always love having some type of creature. Look at him, he's dancing. Shotgun. You can dance all you want, bruh. But as far as I'm concerned, you are just XP waiting to happen. Sweet, so we actually got to mine some stuff in today's episode. Where I'm getting the hang of it, and I didn't even have to look anything up. I mean, I did for the saddle, but for the ore stuff, it's all kind of here. Like, it's obviously gonna take me a while to get used to it all, but that's still pretty cool. There's instruments. It requires resin, which I don't know where to get those. Used for woodworking. If there's one thing I would suggest to the devs, have the description of the item say where you actually get the item. That would be so much better. Like, even Trove finally started doing that, and I appreciate it so much. Obviously, I'm like some freak with Trove, and I know where everything is anyways, but it's very nice for players like me that don't know what's going on in this video game to have an idea of how to get all of the items instead of having to look it all up on a wiki or whatever. But anyways, with all of that said, thanks for watching. That's gonna do it. Smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want to support the channel, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.